On the record, Working in a Dream, as you said, it's about love and also the passage of time, which means about innocence and the loss of innocence.
No.
Do you feel you have lost some of it on the way?
Well, yeah, you would have to, I suppose, but it's a funny sort of thing. If that's a part of your nature, you don't tend to lose it. You tend to put it someplace where you can call on it when you can use its power, you know. Because it is still a very powerful emotion, the ability to dive headlong into something with just full belief, you know. There's Pete Seeger. Pete Seeger's 90.
Yeah, on May 5th.
He's probably one of the most innocent people I've ever met, and also one of the wiliest and wisest and toughest. Here's Pete Seeger, 90 years old, comes to Washington. House Un-American Activities, a communist. Probably couldn't have got security clearance under any other administration, right? Comes on the day the first black president is inaugurated. But if you've lived for 50 or 60 years, you still sat there, your jaw dropped, and you went, I don't believe it. I don't believe it actually happened, you know. It was an incredible moment, you know. It was a moment when you went, oh, thank God it exists. The place that I thought was there, that I put my faith in, that I put all my work behind, that somewhere in my soul I felt sure was there, but in the end you don't know, you know. It's there. All the songs he wrote about that country, the one you imagined and weren't sure existed, were all a little truer the next day, you know? All my best music was a little bit better the next day. It was a little bit truer, you know? And there's Pete, 30 years older than me. He's had to wait a lot longer, all right? He had to wait a lot longer than me, all right? So yeah, you know, you gotta hold on to your faith and a little bit of your innocence.
Just a crutch. You don't want nothing anybody can't touch. You're so afraid of being somebody's fool. Not walking tough, not walking cool. You walk cool, but darling, can you walk the line? Fix the ties that bind.
In one of your songs, you talk about how to hold at our attachments, and you put it this way: why do the things that connect us slowly pull us apart? What did you have in mind when you wrote that line?
You know, love is just organic and chemical, and it's like it's in, if you had it in a, if you looked at it under a microscope in a petri dish, you would see it shifting and changing, and it's like looking at in a kaleidoscope, you know, where the colors and the shapes and angles change every day. You know, it's a living thing, you know. And we try to bring stability to it, you know, to passion, emotion, honor, faith, dedication, commitment, lust, so we can build a life, you know, a life you build a life of, these are the things that you would kill and die for, you know. But it's a very explosive and dynamic, you know, so I think, and very often the tensions and the passions that pull people together are also the things that may not make things work over a period of time. Patty and I have been lucky. We've been together for 21 years. And when we both got together, we said, well, We're not the best deals on the block, you know. We're both musicians, always an iffy prospect, right? Because you're artists and you're dreamers and you want to wander. And we were both broken in a lot of different places. But there was something about the two of us where he said, well, I think I can help you fix some of your broken places, and maybe you can help me fix some of mine. So let's just go on open faith. And, you know, 21 years later, you know, we've built a lot of good things, you know, and this enormous connection, soul connection that I cannot imagine having with anyone else because it's built over the course of a lifetime. I first spoke to Patty when she was 17. We've kind of been threaded throughout each other's lives, you know. You know, I come up my driveway. Patty had planted these series of daffodils. I can't explain to you how great they are, you know. But when I see them, I see her. They're the symbol of the children and the homes and but also the investment, you know, that we've made in one another, you know. And it doesn't mean you're still gonna Percy Sledge, true love travels a gravel road, you know. You're gonna be bumping over that gravel road plenty of times, you know. But that was the essence of life itself, was that there's two complicated people, tremendous difficulty, even urges to destruct. And yet, you know, no, you're the life force that rushes over me. You're the wind in the elms, you know. She's like the earth beneath my feet, you know, at this point. You know, it's different. After a long time, it transcends. It's more than it becomes more than a man-woman relationship, you know. It becomes elemental.